Welcome guys, welcome to my channel Learning English. This channel will help you to learn the basic English grammar and to enrich you with a lots of information about grammar. So today's topic is noun. Before going to the topic, I'd like to mention what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words arranged in a manner and makes a complete sense, that is called a sentence. So in this sentence there are many words and the words in a sentence are classified into different parts. These parts are called the parts of speech. We can classify the parts of speech into 8 types. These are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So today I am going to tell about noun. So what is noun? Noun is a name of a person or a thing or a place. The name of anything in our surroundings, we can classify them as noun. Noun can further be subdivided into 5 types. These are proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. So let's start the topic with proper noun. So what is a proper noun? A proper noun is a noun which denotes a particular name of a person, place or thing. Let's see the examples. The name of a person here mentioned is Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is a particular name of a historical character. So it is specific. So it is an example of a proper noun. The example of place, that is Agra. Agra is only one place, so it is also particular. So this is also a proper noun. Similarly, the thing is the Taj Mahal. So the Taj Mahal is also the proper noun because it is specific. So Shah Jahan, Agra and Taj Mahal, these 3 are the examples of a proper noun. Now come to the next topic, that is common noun. So what is a common noun? Common noun is the name given to any person or thing of the same class or kind. The examples of common noun are table, book, river, boy and girl. Here in these examples, we cannot specifically mention any of them. By saying boy or girl, we cannot specifically mention a particular boy and a girl. So the boy and girl are used in generally. So these are the examples of common noun. The basic difference between the proper noun and the common noun is, we all know that the beginning of a sentence always starts with a capital letter. But in case of proper noun, if the proper noun is situated in the latter part of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence, it always be a proper noun and it always starts with a capital letter. But in case of common noun, if the common noun is placed in a sentence in the latter part of the sentence, then it must be begin with a small letter. There is no need to be capitalized it. Now come to the next topic, that is collective noun. So what is a collective noun? A collective noun is a noun which denotes a group or a collection of similar individuals or things considered as a complete whole. Here are the examples of collective noun: army, committee, class, team, family. We all know that family cannot consist of one member. It must be having more than one member. So it is a complete or a whole thing. It can be considered as a whole thing. So family is a collective noun. Similarly, a class of 50 students. It also denotes the examples of a collective noun. So these are the examples of a collective noun. Now come to the next topic, that is material noun. So what is material noun? Material noun is a noun which denotes the matter or the substance of which a thing is made. As for example, wood, clay, silver, gold. When I say that my ring is made of gold, that means I have a ring which is made of gold. So the material of the ring is gold. So gold is a material noun. Similarly, the silver is a material noun. Silver jewelry. We can make pots using clay. So clay is also a material noun. We can make table, chair with the help of wood. So wood is an example of material noun. So wood, clay, silver, gold, etc. are the examples of material noun. Now come to the next topic, that is abstract noun. So what is abstract noun? The above mentioned nouns, we can touch them. We can see them, but in case of abstract noun, it only expresses the quality, the state or action. It cannot be touched. It can only be felt. Such as truth. We can feel truth, but we cannot see truth or we cannot touch them. Another example is greatness, poverty and honesty. So truth, greatness, poverty and honesty are the examples of abstract noun. The abstract noun cannot be touched. It can only be felt. We can further subdivide noun into two types, that is countable and uncountable. Countable noun can be divided into singular and plural. We can make singular and we can make plural of the singular word by using s or es. We can use article a or an before the countable noun. Such as, if I mention, I have a pen. I have a pen. So, a pen is a collective noun. A pen. So, pen is a collective countable noun because we can count pen. The number of pen is 1. So, here we use article a before the countable noun. Uncountable noun, all the abstract nouns are uncountable because the abstract noun cannot be felt, cannot be touched, it cannot be counted also, so it can only be felt. So the all and abstract nouns are uncountable nouns. We use some, much, little before the uncountable noun to express their quantity. Such as, give me some water. Give me much sugar. Here in the uncountable noun, no need to use any article, a or an, before an uncountable noun. We cannot say that a sugar or a water. So, there is no need to use a or an article before an uncountable noun. So guys, this is our today's topic. If you like this video, then please subscribe my channel and also share my channel.